Well, it's another one of those sleepless nights, and I want to talk about just what's going on and how upset I am about it. Um, and I have removed, actually, I'm going to remove the video I just did because I was a little upset and maybe I got a little too overdramatic. And you may have noticed that the audio is very distorted, so I'm hoping the audio on this is better. I don't know, there's something with my microphone, or maybe the level was too high or something, and it got all distorted, and it was driving me crazy. I'm sure it was driving you crazy. But anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm removing it right now. So this video here, As America Burns, um, the coronavirus shutdown has been a mistake. I'm going to remove it right now. So just to show you, I'm going to delete it, and I'm deleting it. And the reason why I'm deleting it, because I was too upset, and because just I'm seeing all this violence, and like I'm just so upset about it. You know, we're seeing our cities destroyed, and I was worried that this shutdown would cause that. I really would. Now, this is a picture from Brooklyn Bridge Park, a pitch pine in the city skyline. Am I going to get back there? Is it going to be safe for me to go back to the city? You know, I'm so upset about it. I'm not going to show you any pictures of the looting, or the fires, or the violence. I'm not going to show you any reports of it. I'm just going to tell you it's horrible. It's horrible. I sit here at 4:06 a.m. June 1st, 2020, not being able to sleep because I'm so upset over it. You know, I've never seen anything. I remember Rodney King, and it wasn't like this. This is so much worse. And I know why. It's because the police in that video, it was so clear. There was absolutely no excuse for what they did to George. None at all. And it was horrible. And there was a lot of pent up anger in this country. I think some of it has to do with the shutdown, but a lot has to do with the fact that I said in the other video that years and years of oppression, years and years of discrimination. And I know I blame the Democrats, and I'm sorry, all right? I do think they share some blame. I think Cuomo and de Blasio have not acted. They should have acted sooner. And honestly, I think there should have been a curfew in New York City, like 8 or 9 o'clock or something. Um, and yes, the shutdown, everything is just, it's like a fire triangle. Everything just came together for this to happen. And, I mean, seeing all these stores looted, um, and the fires, and I'm scared what's to come. And I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to say this because I'm not going to blame anyone right now. All right. I'm sorry I blame Cuomo. I'm sorry. We can't. Now is not the time for that. All right. The time is time for peace. All right. Please. Peace. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared what's to come. Are we going to go have a civil war in this country over this? Is it worth destroying everything over this? No, it's not worth it. We have to stop these protests. I mean, the protests, I shouldn't say that. Protests are one thing. You have the protests, and then you have the riots. And I know some medias are labeling them as protests. No, a protest is peacefully assembling. A riot is when you start breaking windows, when you start setting fires, when you start looting. That's what a riot is. And I am upset that New York seems to be following the footsteps of Wisconsin. I'm sorry, not Wisconsin, Minnesota, in taking this too lightly. Even in Washington, Seattle had some horrible riots going on there. You know, I gotta remind myself to say the word riot because that's what they are. Um, and they called in the National Guard and they instituted a curfew. Why hasn't this happened in New York yet? I don't know. Yes, I feel the shutdown has been horrible. I can't comment on. I mean, I understand action had to be taken to stop the spread of the disease, but we have far worse problems now that we're dealing with that need to be addressed. We need to get stability and peace back in the nation. And I think part of getting that stability back is reopening and getting people back to work. You can't have so many people unemployed, and you can't have kids out of school. It's going to cause huge problems. And we've got to do something about addressing this racism once and for all. You know, once and for all. We've seen it. I've seen it. You know, it hasn't gotten any better. It hasn't gone away. It's just as bad as it's ever been. I see it with my own eyes right here on Long Island, the stuff that goes on. You know, and all across this country, we have a real problem. We got to start treating people more fairly. So, that's all I'm going to say. I got to try to sleep a little bit. I'm very upset. I can't believe what's happening. This whole year is a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. I just wish I'd wake up. When am I going to wake up from this nightmare? Thank you for hearing me out. And I'm sorry if I upset anyone in the other video. I didn't mean to do that. I know I had a strong opinion there. I don't even agree with most of what I said. I'm just disgusted. I'm just disgusted with what's happening. Please understand how I feel. I just want peace. Please. We can process. We can speak up. But please, we have to be peaceful. We're better than this. Please. Thank you for watching. Have a great night or a great morning. God bless America.